Hi there. Well, if you stuck with this story so far, let's go for a recap just to kind of give you some continuity. This story revolves around Lila, who had 3 different incarnations that we've talked about. And I'll go in the time order. The first life that she had was called Arundhati, and her husband was Vashishta. And Arundhati was the person that started this whole sequence by wishing to have her husband remain in the room of her house. Her husband wanted to become a king and be in a rich procession that he saw off in the distance. And when he died, he went off and became a king named Padma. Arundhati was Lila. It was born as Lila. It's been 8 days since the king died. Padma and Lila have lived a life of a very long time. It's not said exactly, somewhere around 50 or 60 years. And Padma dies. In a period of a day, Padma is reborn as a king named Viduratha, who lives to be 70 years old, and he fights a battle with the king of Sindhu during that one day. So there's a second Lila, the clone of the original Lila, only younger. And Saraswati visits with them, with the original Lila, as well as going to visit the relatives of the original Vashishta and Arundhati. And actually Lila talks to her son in that previous life, who did not recognize her. They bless them, Saraswati and Lila, and they are comforted by that blessing, although they don't know why. So having said those, sort of a brief scan, Saraswati and Lila approach the king. And Saraswati awakens the minister who is next to him, and the king is sleeping, and asks him to tell Lila who he is. And so he goes through a whole description, I guess, to convince Lila that the 70 years has passed. And then the king is awakened, and he bows down to both Lila and Saraswati and becomes realized and sees his past lives as Padma and Vashishta. And he too is very perplexed because only a day has passed. And you see that this is the working of Maya again. That time is relative, can be compressed and expanded. And it also explains some things, like why Houdini, who promised his wife when he died that he would contact her, may have started a new life, and he is in a shortened time span. In other words, he's just been born as a baby, and it's been 70 years now since he's died, or 80 years, and it's only been one day for him. couldn't even begin to communicate in a past life. Or it could be exactly the opposite, is that many years have passed and he tried to contact us as soon as he died, which would be 10 microseconds if the timeline gets compressed the other way. And we just didn't understand it. Became in such a high frequency, it was gone. And so he gave up after many years of trying and not realizing that there was this time difference. These are all the things of Maya. As a spiritual seeker, how does this help you? To understand that things are so ephemeral, not lasting a long time. Well, if they don't last a long time, it doesn't matter really what happens in a sense, because it's here and then it's gone. So if that's true, why would you put a lot of store in that? That's the implication of this story. And we put a lot of store in our life around us and think that it's important. But it's not really in the reality of things. That everything changes. And the things that don't change is the awareness of that illusion. Thank you.